Hi. Thank you all for coming. This is the first time that everyone is all together, I guess, publicly. And it's very exciting. We have already shot about 5 days of our 28-day shoot. This is our first leg in Manila in our grand studio. And then in February, we'll be flying to Slovenia for shoot in the Snow Studios.
Very exciting. Of course, we'd like to introduce our very own Mr. JC Santos.
Hi guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, thank you all for coming. It's my first film. It's international and it's great so far. Thank you. It's been great. Meeting a lot of actors from different countries. It's super exciting, and yeah, we're very excited to share this to you and to ask a lot of questions.
Congratulations on your first international. Of course, very obviously, it's an international cast. And we'd like to introduce also Mr. Jan Baiva from Belgium.
Thank you. I wanted to say exactly the same as JC. I'm very excited and very happy and honored to be invited for this production, and I'm also very excited to tell a story together with all these fantastic people, and Bradley as the captain, and Bianca, 2 captains, and a fantastic crew. That's for now. That's it for now. Thanks.
As he mentioned, Bianca Balbuena is one of our producers also from Epic Media, together with Chris Gazman from Black Sheep, and they're both in Singapore now for the Singapore International Film Festival. We also have with us now from Indonesia, Mr. Nicholas Aputra.
Hi. It's a pleasure to be here. It's exciting. I think this is one of those projects that actors really want, working with other actors, other talents from around the world. It's very exciting. Can't wait to. So far, so good. Love everything about it. I haven't shot anything yet, but we'll see after that.
Okay, 6 days of shooting still, right, Yana? 5 days, 6 days. Of course, one of our favorite actresses here in the Philippines, Miss Agot Isidro. Soon to be senator.
Thank you and welcome to Motel Acacia. I'm excited because this is, yes, my first international film with international cast. And some of them I've met just 3 hours or an hour ago. So this is an exciting venture for all of us, I think. And yeah, welcome. Welcome, guys, too.
From Malaysia, we have Rod Palare.
Hello everyone. I'm not going to use the word excited because everyone has been, using it. Yeah. I've seen most of the cast previous work, and I admire their work, and it's such a dream come true to share the same space and being in the same project. So yeah, of course I'm excited.
And from Thailand, you have to help me with this one, Pitaya Pansringram. Did I get that right?
You're right. You read it right.
Thank you.
Kumusta po? I'm very delighted to be here in the Philippines. And also I'm looking forward to work together with my director and all the cast from all over the world. Also, I always tell people that, if I'm going to work outside Thailand, I'd rather work in the ASEAN country because we share a very similar culture, and I think we have good energy, so I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much.
We have a beautiful actress from Australia, Talia Zucker.
Hi everyone, I'm Talia. I'm thrilled to be here. It's my first time in the Philippines and I'm having a really good time, and I'm so grateful to be part of this project. It's really great. Thank you.
And finally, we have another actor from Australia, Mr. Will James.
Hi. Well, this is exciting to me because this is my second time working here. About 4 years ago, I did another film with Brad and Bianca, so it's amazing to be back, and I am also excited.
Just a little info, Talia and Will are married.
And there's that.
I want to ask Brad, how did you assemble this international cast?
Well, for me and Bianca, mostly Bianca did most of the work. She's amazing. She's also my wife. Yeah. We have a baby too.
A lot of couples in this project, right?
But I was telling Nicholas and Braun earlier on. I said I think a lot of this casting came from a lot of friendships and a lot of instinct. Like for example, like I think Bianca has met Pitaya. I mean, like 6-7 years ago, you met Nicholas 6-7 years ago. You know, we all meet at international film festivals. That's how the connections come true. You know, JC, we worked together when I was camera operating for Pepe Diokno Single. That was like 3 years ago. Agot, I think we've met as well, and we worked together some. Oh yeah, in another series as well. James, like you said, like years ago, and then for instinct, it was really like Talia was really by instinct. I think there was a strange feeling that she would be, you know, a great casting and a great character fit. And but especially for Jan, it was I was telling Jan this when I first went to a film festival overseas. I saw Jan on screen. So my first international film in an international place, in a film festival, was watching Jan Baibut on screen, and it's great to finally be able to bring him into the screen.
That's great. Of course, I want to mention that Motel Acacia is a co-prod by Black Sheep and Epic Media, and we also have a lot of international partners. We have Mandarin Vision from Taiwan, Tier Pictures and Protocol from Singapore, Sigivert from Slovenia, Nucleus Films from Croatia, White Light Post from Thailand, XYZ Films from North America, and Globe Studios from the Philippines. So before we start with our question and answer, I just want to ask Brad again a brief, synopsis of the movie, what the movie is going to be all about.
Well, it's a horror film.
It's a love story.
It's a love story. It's a father and son film. It's a film about brotherhood and friendship. It's a film about love and but there's also it's also a film about a young Filipino man, JC. He's brought over to this fictional, cruel, and cold, wintry country by his father, and they go on his journey into a motel that has a creature that eats men and impregnates women.
It's called the Capre. This is, of course, based on Philippine folklore. Like, what is your fascination about Philippine folklore?
Again, like just to add to what Ron said, and Vitaya was saying, Southeast Asian culture, we share a lot of mythology. We share a lot of creatures. Creatures in Malaysia would have its equivalent in the Philippines and in Indonesia and in Thailand. So there's also the question that if everyone shares the same mythology, like could the creatures also have existed or something, And the other feeling we always got was all these creatures and all this mythological creatures will always have a very human element to them. Like the Capre in Philippine mythology is always said to be watching women, and it's a cautionary tale, of course, like women, like mothers who tell their daughters not to go out at night, and because the Capre will come for you and it will impregnate you and you will give birth to horrible creatures. But Bianca and I also came up with this question of could it be that like creatures could fall in love with human beings and human beings fall in love with creatures. So that was kind of like the inception of the idea. But
Okay, so JC was right. It's a love story.
it's a love
Somehow.
story. Yeah.
So we'd like to go around the table and ask everybody what their role is, and starting with James.
Yeah, so
Sorry, Will.
I played James, who is an American guy in this fictional cold country, and I'm on the run with my partner, and we're headed for the border. And we're stuck in the snow when we meet JC. And JC takes us back to this motel, and we discover kind of what's inside.
I play Kathy. I pretty much have a similar storyline to Will playing James. The only difference is I have a experience with the couple in the motel, which I don't know how much I should. So, yeah.
I play Angeli. I'm an employee of JC's dad, and I do things for him to lure everyone to the motel. And I have a kid in the Philippines, and I try to help my kid. And how far will I go with this story? And then, basta, I become embroiled in all this, everything that's happening inside the motel.
Jan?
So, as you already know, I'm the father of JC, and I'm living in a Western country now, and I'm employed by the government to assist, to deport people who are migrated in that specific Western country, and the others, they have another destiny. And I meet my son when he's adult, so when he's in his 20s, and he has never seen his father. And we try to get the relationship from a father-son. In the meanwhile, he's doing his job because the hotel is sort of his. And he tries his son to educate and to take over the hotel. That's as brief as I can tell it. Thank you.
JC?
Yeah. You already told it. Sorry. Yeah, basically I'm the apprentice, so I just met my dad, and then we went to this journey together, doing a lot of jobs here and there in that fictional Western country. And this time it's the first time I'm going inside the motel with him. So
basically, JC's character inherits the motel from his father, right?
Something like that. Yeah, that's it for now.
Nicholas?
I'm playing Don, and with Ron and Sami, we're all immigrants who are somehow stuck in a motel owned by the father of JC, and we have to deal with a lot of situations that will be thrilling and surprising.
Ron?
Yeah, I'm stuck with Nicholas and Bethia. I was stuck in the motel, and like Nico said, will be a lot of surprises, eerie feelings, suspense, love, romance, drama, everything, yeah. And I'm playing a Thai.
I play Sami, also a Thai character who's three of us are like buddies who try to get out from the country that's in trouble, and we all have hope to get across, to reunite with our family. But unfortunately, we got stuck in the hotel, and all the things happening and the situation changes, so we have to deal with a situation to come out, or try to come out from the place to go back to the loved ones that are waiting for us.
Okay, we'd like to start the Q&A with Mommy Jo. Please state your publication.
Hi, my name is Josephine, JoBuesol.net, one of the bloggers. My question goes to Sir Bradley. What particular elements are you very, very specific with in this film? Because you're doing a horror film, and many Filipinos are also interested with horror films and the details like sounds or who's going to do the post-production, who's going to do the CGI.
Maybe just to answer the tail end of your question about post-production and CGI. So post-production will be done in Thailand with White Light Studios led by Lee Chattinitiko. Lee Chattinitiko was the editor of Shutter, colorist of Call Me By Your Name.
Wow.
But in terms of VFX, I would say there's only 1% of VFX in the film. 99% of the entire film will be live practical effects. So everything we create live in camera, the creatures are sculpted by hand, the effects are all live, the way people meet their demise would all be captured in camera with zero computer graphics. So we are going back to the days of Stan Winston, we're going back to the days of John Carpenter's thing. We try to push an age of honesty and an age of realism, which I think also is very important in terms of how the actors kind of deliver their performances. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we're still trying to show truth in film. We're still trying to show truth in cinema. So let's try to get as close to the truth as we can.
And maybe why the name Acacia, Motel Acacia? And how many locations are you going to go to finish the film?
The entire film would be, there will be just two parts to the film. One is in a snowy landscape in Slovenia. So Slovenia is one of our locations. And the second location is in Makati. in a studio in Makati. In the jungle. Oh, also in the jungle, yeah.
Yeah, and the name?
Motel Acacia, I guess.
It could have been another name, but you chose Motel Acacia. For
I don't know. It just one of those things that came out in many hours of brainstorming, but it felt right. I don't know. I can't explain it. It felt right.
It's like in the Philippines, in Philippine folklore, the capra lives in a tree, right? So
that's the balete tree.
it's a balete tree, but not the acacia tree. So I think part of the story is, as Iana was telling me earlier, they cut down the tree and they make it into a bed, and that's the bed in Motel Acacia. That's as far as I go. I'm not going to give any more. So, do you have any more questions for our cast and our director? Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Trixie from No Experience Stage, and I've watched Satan's Slave, so yeah, I know you have. Yeah. So since we have a multiracial cast, my question is that basing from the